I'm so glad that pickling has come into vogue in the food world. There are so many different options when you're going to pickle, and today I'm going to do a quick and simple refrigerator pickling brine that can be put over your favorite vegetables and, of course, just cucumbers if you like. Pickles go with so many things, and this pickling brine is a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy, and so fun to have on hand if you just want a little extra something to go with your meal. We're going to start by putting the brine together. It's 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. You want to make sure when you're buying apple cider vinegar that it says real apple cider vinegar on it and not just vinegar flavored with apples. There's a big difference. You want to get the real thing. And 3/4 cup of water. To that add 1/4 cup of sugar. Now we want to add 2 tablespoons of pickling spices. You can pick these up in any grocery store. If you don't like all the flavors, like I do, you can actually pick a few things out. I think the clove can be a little strong in pickling spice, so you can actually just go through and pick out some of the pieces of clove, and that will lessen the flavor in the brine. Also, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. This is a very normal pickling brine ingredient, and if you don't like it, you can leave it out. It will color them a little orange, but I love the flavor. I'm also going to smash 3 to 5 cloves of garlic, depending on how well you like garlic. Just take the skins off and leave them smashed and put them right in the brine. And now 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 Serrano chilies sliced with the seeds. Now, if you're a little bit worried and don't like quite all the spice, you can either leave the peppers out or just take the seeds out, and that will make it a little less spicy. I like a lot of spice, so I'm going to add 2 whole peppers with the seeds. And now to finish off the brine, I'm going to add about 2 sprigs of tarragon. You can use any herb you like. Rosemary would be really good in here too. I just love the flavor of tarragon. That's all it is for the brine. Now we're going to set this on the stove and let it come to a boil. While the brine is coming to a boil, we're going to prepare and place our vegetables that we want to have pickled. You can use an assortment of any vegetables you like. Today I'm going to use some radishes, some great baby carrots, a little bit of broccoli, some cauliflower, and of course some cucumber. You can do just one of these, or you can do your own variety. I like using really hard vegetables like this, as they'll keep their form and stay really crunchy. And I love crunchy pickled vegetables. I don't like when things get soft. To start, we're just going to slice some of the larger ones in half. The radishes are fairly large, and so I'm not going to leave them whole so they fit better in the jar. I'm just going to slice them in half. If yours are extra big, you can slice them in quarters, or if you want a really fine pickled vegetable, you can do these in small slices too. You could use spears for your cucumbers. I'm going to do slices so I can fit more in the jar. I'm just going to use a normal quart jar that is empty right now and that I've cleaned and washed. Once all your vegetables are ready, you can start placing them in the jar. I just like to do a mixture. Throw 1 radish in and then a few carrots and then put some cucumber in just until you get to the top of the rim. You can kind of work them in and push them in tightly, like you would be canning pickles. Of course, we're not going to can these, but you can put them as tight or loose as you want in. Once you've prepared all your vegetables and the jar is ready, your brine should be about at a boil. After the brine came to a boil, I let it boil for about 2 minutes just to make sure all the ingredients were incorporated and all the sugar became dissolved. Now I'm going to pour it directly over, still piping hot, all my vegetables in the jar. Let this cool slightly before you put a lid on it. It's never a good idea to put a lid on a really hot jar like this. After it's cooled just slightly, put the lid on tightly and put it in your fridge. You can start enjoying these pickled vegetables after 4 hours in the fridge. I like to wait at least overnight as the flavors will be even better, and they keep for up to 2 to 3 weeks in your fridge. They're delicious as a little side to your meal or as a great lunch option. I love pickled vegetables, and I think they're going to be your favorite springtime treat also.